All right, well, again, my name is Justin Fuentes, and I am the Executive Director for the Office of School Choice and HISD. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about school choice and what options remain for our families and our parents at this time. All right. So school choice, hundreds of options, one application. Visit us at choosehisd.org. Wealth of options for families. We've got all sorts of different programs: neighborhood, fine arts, pre-K, career and technical education, STEM, futures, law, everything you could possibly think for, including health professions as well. That's always a big one. You can see options, which schools have these types of programs. You can even see a brochure, digital brochure that is on our website that talks about these types of programs. So if you're not sure what career and technical education is, dual language, those are kind of big words. You can look in that brochure and there will be actually a little paragraph describing what that means, what the programs, what careers they bring you to, and they'll also show you which schools. On our website as well, I know travel in our city is also an issue for some parents. We also have maps. So you can go onto our website, put in the types of schools you want. You can search by theme, you can search by grade level, different things like that to see which schools are in your area. Selecting a program. Number one, talk to your child. That's always the most important thing. You don't want to put them into a program that they are disinterested in because it may disaffect their other grades. Review entrance requirements, right? For our high schools still use a matrix score if you're talking about magnet programs. Some of our other transfers like International Baccalaureate, IB, some of our CTE programs, they have different entrance requirements. So you do have to do a little bit of make sure you're talking to the school or call us and we'll connect you with the right people. Of note right now, if you're looking for K through 12 transfers, not pre-K, anything above pre-K, we're currently in phase 2, okay? Phase one ended a couple weeks ago, but phase 2, if you see at the bottom of the screen, it says phase 2 transfers are considered on a space available and in order in which they were received. So if you have not submitted your application yet, I do encourage you to submit it soon because it will be in order of submission, okay, in order of which it was received. How to apply, we've got 2 options. Number one is our online application. That's probably our easiest way and most accessible. You go to choosehisd.org, you visit our website. Information, we'll be asking you for student information, family information, and sibling information. Some of our schools have sibling priority if you already have another child at that school. Last thing, like I talked about, is that electronic signature, and that is that review and submit. When you click submit, that is your digital signature, okay? And again, because we're in phase 2 for K-12, the sooner the better, because again, they are taken in order of which they are received. For our pre-K, you guys still have time. And I'll talk about that in a couple seconds. Other option is we still have our paper application. You can visit our website to get that. You can come to our office at Hattie Mae White, or you can go to your local school. You can go to the school that your child currently goes to, or you can go to your local neighborhood school to get a paper application. We do ask that those are all done in ink. Okay, we want to make sure that nothing bleeds and that all of the information is there and we're sure it's you. How to submit those applications? You can mail it to us, Office of School Choice, Hattie Mae White, 4400 West 18th Street, 77092, or you can come up here and hand it to us. Our office is open between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock daily. K-12 process. As you can see at the top, phase 1 has completed. It completed on November 6th. This was a change this year, right? So some of you guys, some of our parents, I know you didn't pick up all the phone calls and things like that. It's a little tough. I understand there's a lot of information coming at you this year, but we did have to move it back to help with our fine arts, our audition programs, and our gifted and talented testing. So we apologize if you did miss that date, but there still is an opportunity. Phase 2 opened up on November 7th and closes on February 26th. This is just for HISD students and students that live within HISD boundaries. We want to make sure that you guys have the first opportunity to get seats. That was phase 1. But phase 2, I want to give you a little bit of hope. Our numbers are down a little bit as far as applications. So some of the schools that normally will close up during phase 1 might have spaces open in phase 2. Okay. I know it's hard to choose. I know it's hard. You want to get into those top schools. Some of them may have spots available. So please make sure that you are applying. Phase 3 and onward, that's after February 27th. That'll be open to students that are new to HISD. Okay. Pre-K application process. Like I said, pre-K, there is still time. Phase 1, we have 2 different phases now from K-12 to pre-K. We extended pre-K because the month of April is where there is the Week of the Child, and there's also a citywide push for pre-K roundup. So we want to make sure that all of our parents are getting the same information at the same time. So during phase 1, that will go until April 30th. So if you want to be considered as pre-K phase 1, you make sure you submit on or before April 30th. We have two lotteries with phase 1. Number 1, we do a lottery for our TEA eligible students. These are students that are designated eligible for free pre-K, non-tuition based pre-K. These are students that are low socioeconomic status, students that are first language is not English, and there's a couple other reasons. We have all of that on our website on a FAQ. You can also contact our office and we'll share with you. But we run those lotteries separate. The other lottery is our tuition based. Those are non-TEA eligible students, right? Those students, we do our TEA lottery first, the eligible lottery, and then about 3 weeks later, the tuition-based students will get notification. After we get time for our tuition-based students to pick up their seats, that's when phase 2 notifications start, and that's when other kids will be picked up on a space available and first come, first served basis. Application ranking. For K-12, there is no ranking anymore. That was only during phase 1. For pre-K, we are still in phase 1. There is still ranking. Make sure you rank in order of your interest, right? Because that is the way it's going to be offered to you. If you're looking at my screen and you're looking at the box in the middle, you can see school A. School A was applied to and qualified. So the student got put on the wait list. They did not make the first group, okay? But they are qualified for that school. School B, they did not qualify for, right? It was a program that maybe they were not TEA eligible. Maybe they did not live in the city. Maybe they applied for a Vanguard program and are not GT, right? There's different reasons why you may not qualify. For school B, not qualified means you're not going to get considered. School C, the student was qualified and was also accepted. So the offer came from school C. If you look below school C on the right-hand side, you see that school D and school E both got dropped, okay? This is the reason why it's important that you do your ranking in order, because those schools will no longer be considered. Now, you got into school C, school A is on a wait list. If a space opens at school A, they're going to give you a call and they're going to say, hey, do you want to take the seat at school A or do you want to stay at school C? You have an option now. If you don't pick that spot at school A, they'll go to the next person on the wait list. Like I said, with our high schools, there are still qualifications. These are our qualifications for magnet high school programs. This is on our website, again, choosehisd.org. You can go through and you can see scores on each of those. And you can see whether your child qualifies. When you're doing your application in the system, if you're a current HISD student, your matrix score will populate and you'll be able to compare. If you're coming from outside of HISD, you'll need to call the magnet coordinator at your first choice school and ask them what your matrix score is. Okay, you'll have to do that a little separately. But again, this is only for high school and it's actually for the Young Women's Preparatory Academy, just for their middle school program All other elementary and middle school programs are open. Make sure for middle school and high school, we do have a couple fine arts programs that you would have had to audition for. And of course, there's the other caveat, just for our Vanguard programs, you must be listed and qualified as gifted and talented. Document submission. Some of the programs, like I said, require extra documentation. Those will be our International Baccalaureate, IB, CTE, some of our dual language programs, and some of our external performance contract schools, formerly known as charter schools. For these programs, if you're a current HISD student and you're applying just for magnet, you do not have to upload anything. If you're going for one of those IB, CTE dual language, when you click on that school, that program, there'll be a bubble that pops up that'll tell you, please visit this website, please call the school for more information. If no bubble pops up, you don't have to do anything further. If you're new to HISD, you're going to have to upload all of the documentation, right? You're going to have to get that last report card. You're going to have to get proof of residency, so on and so forth. Look at our website. We have that information there. Easiest way, like I said, 3 options. Number 1, direct upload is the best because you're doing it online. You get to verify that it's there and you can see it in real time. Of course, you can mail that to our office, 4400 West 18th Street, Houston, Texas, 77092, or you can bring them to us at that same address to the Office of School Choice in person. If you did not get to visit us during the fall, we had 4 school choice fairs. We're going to do one more of those on February 13th. That is a Saturday, right? That'll be Saturday morning, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Here, there will only be schools that still have space available, right? So this will be our K-12 schools that still have open spots. It'll be our pre-K programs that are looking for students to apply still. Please visit us. This will be on our webpage. Again, we're living in the pandemic and COVID. Everything is virtual. You will just visit our webpage, right? ChooseHISD.org. You'll visit our webpage at 9 a.m. on February 13th. There will be a link. You will enter the room and you'll be able to talk to the schools of your choice. More application resources. I don't think I've said it enough. I'll say it one more time. ChooseHISD.org. Come to our website. Again, we have maps, we have information, we have our brochure, we have contact information for the schools and the magnet coordinators on there. If you don't want to look at any of our information, you don't want to see any of that stuff, you have another option just to apply. You can also go at the bottom of the screen, you see hisdchoice.com. That'll bring you directly to the application itself, and you won't have to see our smiling faces trying to get you to look at other stuff. All right, that's it for School Choice. Again, my name is Justin Fuentes, Executive Director for the Office of School Choice, where we have hundreds of options, one application, ChooseHISD.org. It says .com, you can do that one too. You'll still get to the same place. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Please feel free to email us at schoolchoice@houstonisd.org or call us at 713-556-6734. Again, that's 713-556-6734. Make sure you leave a message and we'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you.